The Wright brothers started in a garage. Amazon started in a garage. Hewlett-Packard and Disney both started in garages. Mattel started in a garage. The Ramones started in a garage. My point? You never know what kind of greatness can come out of an American garage.
Yeah, wait, I gotta go. There's something on TV, channel 98 in Exeter, you gotta watch it. Yeah, turn to 98. They got this show on now, it's great. Yeah, it's called Live 98. Yeah. Okay, talk to you later. Yeah, no, it says it's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12 to 1. Yeah, if you can get it. Yeah, it'll be on the internet too, Ustream. Yeah, okay. Yeah, gotta go. Bye. Watch. So here we are, Live 98. Easy 98, where we make it easy for you to make public access videos. Here we are live in the Exeter High School TV studio, where channel 98 and channel 13 share the space on the second floor in room A203 of Exeter High School. We want to get you involved in making videos, in making anything your heart's content. We have all this equipment. We have this beautiful ability to make virtual sets. We have a phone call-in line for you to call and ask questions now. We are live Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 1. We want you to call in. We want you to find out how you can get involved, and we want you to come down here to help us make television happen in Exeter. So right now, I'm going to walk over to the phone lines, 583-5398. There it is, live right now. Call us. First one to call us, we'll give them a special prize, a coffee mug. Okay, here we go. Moving over to the phone bank. Here we are in the Access 98 studio office where we have a phone. You call in, be the first one to call in, and we will talk to you about what we do here. We have a computer. We can watch ourselves on TV, on Ustream, once we get it hooked up, when we do get it hooked up. And I have, okay, so here's the first deal. What we need is someone behind that camera to pan the camera over to this area when I move over here. So right now there's two of us on Live 98 making this show. So right now I'm going to get up, move the camera over to this location, and come back. Okay, so there we go. This may seem a little silly, but that's okay. So one thing we're going to do on this show is tell you about events that have both happened in Exeter and are happening in Exeter. So I'd like to start with Peter Pan, which is going to be playing this weekend at the Town Hall, Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m., twice on Saturday, once on Friday, once on Sunday. I have a clip to show you of a rehearsal of the Peter Pan rehearsal at the Town Hall earlier this week. So if we could cut to that clip now. And it may take a moment because, no, I see it playing.
Also, thank you, Cliff. Thank you.
Can you hear me while it's playing?
We don't need to add.
Okay, I may narrate it a little bit. That is okay, and
I would say
That is one of the opening scenes in the play. There's a pit band this Friday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. Adults $8, children $5. Come to the Exeter Town Hall to see Oyster River Players putting on Peter Pan. I want to show you another clip of an event that happened at the Town Hall the weekend before Christmas. The first community production at the Exeter Town Hall in many years, A Christmas Carol. And if we could cut to a clip from the production from December 20th, we can look at A Christmas Carol. A short scene. Seth Trafton as Scrooge. Lisa Cochran as the third spirit.
You are the third. The spirit of Christmas yet to come. Speak to me. Tell me, please. What's to happen to me? What's to happen to all of us? Please. Yes, this house, I know it all too well. It's cold and cheerless. It's mine. What the? There are thieves. There are thieves in my house. No, you cannot tell me to stand by and watch my belongings be stolen. I cannot. It's mine still. It's mine.
Wasn't that great? So what we want to do is show you what happens in Exeter, what can happen in Exeter, and what we want to do is introduce you to the public access television studio in Exeter, show you that you can get involved. We are here. Call at any time. We're here during the week. Right now this show is only airing Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 1 and or 12 until we decide we're done. So you call 583-5398 anytime during the week. When we are here, we will pick up the phone and we will answer your questions, tell you how you can get involved. We want people to come down to be behind the cameras, to be in front of the cameras, to be interviewed on the cameras. If you are watching this and say, hey, I'd like to have them talk to me about what I do, we'd be happy to have you come down. This is public access television where anyone within the bounds of legality may come down and talk about whatever it is that they want to talk about, are interested in. They can create their own videos, bring it to us, we'll put it on TV. So let's see, what else we got here? We want to get you involved. We want to make it easy for you. It is a media center. We have cameras, we have computers, we have technical know-how to teach you how to make videos, how to upload videos, how to edit videos, how to brainstorm ideas. We are a very creative crew here. Yes. So, yes, making video creation easy for you. EZ98, the Exeter Zone, EZ98. It is Exeter's own. Like Planet Fitness, this is a no judgment zone, and like Nike, we want you to just do it. So come on down, call us up. Still waiting for that first phone call. It's going to be very exciting when we get that first phone call. Let's see, yes, call in, tell us what's on your mind, call us how to get involved in Exeter Zone. This is live right now, Thursday, January 9th, 2014, from noon until whenever. The key is inspiration. General idea, let's see, we are waiting on the muse, yes. Okay, here's an event that we can tell you about which happened this Tuesday at the Exeter Historical Society. There were tons of things happen at the Exeter Historical Society. We have events, they have events monthly. They have a program 2013 to 2014, started in October, a monthly event going through May. And this past Tuesday, they had an event, and we will show you a short clip from it. It was called Our War, Days and Events in the Fight for the Union. And it says here, the Civil War remains our war as a nation, but first it belonged to the generation that lived it. In the presentation, which we will show you a clip from, and we will also broadcast the full presentation on Channel 98. This is based on Mike Pride's book. He's a historian and a journalist, and he brings to life the war's tragic course through the voices of people from New Hampshire. So why don't we cut to that clip now that was recorded earlier this week at the Historical Society in Exeter.
That's kind of the story I want to tell through the experiences of the soldiers. Henry Pearson of Exeter grew up in Illinois, actually. His father was from Haverhill, New Hampshire, moved down to Illinois, and that's where Henry grew up. But the family came back to Exeter, and he went to Exeter Academy. But when the war broke out, he was so outraged by the first killings in the streets of Baltimore on April 19th, 1861, very shortly after the war began. Massachusetts, the 6th Massachusetts troops were fired upon.
So, that was on Tuesday at the Exeter Historical Society. If you'd like to see the entire presentation, tune back. We will have it scheduled for you. We don't have the date and time right now. We will get ahead of the curve and be able to give you that, but we did just start this program on Tuesday. Figured just jump right in at the deep end and learn how to swim, so that's what we're doing here. To give you a little more information on what's coming up at the Exeter Historical Society, on February 4th, Winning the War, Shaping the Peace, Industry, Civil War, and the Birth of Consumerism. Carrie Brown explores the technological triumph that helped save the Union and then transformed the nation. The new machinery and methods developed during the war led to the development of mass consumerism. We're all familiar with that. This program is sponsored by the NHAC, New Hampshire Historical Commission, perhaps. Anyhow, stay tuned here. We will be keeping you up to date on the events and happenings in Exeter. We'll be recording the events and happenings in Exeter. We'll be putting it on public access. This weekend, we'll be recording Peter Pan at the Exeter Town Hall. I'll mention that again. Peter Pan this Friday and Saturday, 7 p.m. Adults $8, children $5, suggested donation. It will also be showing Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m. Come see Oyster River Players present Peter Pan at the Town Hall. Yes. The next event I'm going to tell you about is going to be Thomas More at Christ Church on January 28th. You want to make sure to put this on your calendar. Thomas More is an author. He's written many books, approximately 14, maybe more, I don't know. I know one's called Soulmates. I was going to look it up ahead of time, didn't get all the information, but this is upcoming in 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. We'll get you more information on that, on who Thomas More is. I think he wrote a book called Care of the Soul, as well as Soulmates. He will be here in Exeter. He lives in New Hampshire. He will be speaking at Christ Church for a presentation called We the People, which is sponsored between, I believe, Christ Church, the Congregational Church, and Phillips Exeter Academy. If I've left one of the organizations out who's part of that, I will research that and make sure I give you the full details next time. So January 28th at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday night at Christ Church, come hear Thomas More. And there is another woman, not another woman, there's a woman, Katrina Kennison, who will be there with him, who has also written a book, and they will be discussing it. I actually have more details. Do I have it here? I don't. But I will get details of that for you in our next broadcast. The other thing to make you aware of, they'll be picking up Christmas trees starting next week, not this week. I see a lot of trees on the snowbanks, and you're a week early. Let's see. So we got the Civil War, we got Peter Pan, and we got the Christmas Carol. We have something we will show you a little later called How to Start a Movement. It's a TED Talk, a 3-minute clip which we snagged off the computer online, TED Talks. We will show to you. The point being, here we are at public access. I'm starting this. We have a technician, director, Doug York, in the back room who's controlling the technical aspects of what we're doing. He's teaching me, helping me upload videos, telling me how all the equipment works. Point being, you come in here, you want to do public access, we will show you. All you need is the courage to start. Sit. Camera? Yes, thank you. Okay, so we have equipment you can use here, you can borrow, you can sign out. We have another fellow, Steve Day, who's going to get involved on this program. He said, oh, I'm working with some soap, what do you call it? Soap, what are they called? Soap star? Anyway, some television show, soap star. And he said, oh, can I bring him in and interview him? So if you keep tuned, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12 to whenever, 12 to 1. My goal, if you really want to hear the grand scheme, is to be daily 10 to 1, 3 hours a day. I figure if these talk show hosts on the radio can fill up 3 hours of time, we can fill up 3 hours of time with Exeter things of interest, comedy, improv, music, play readings, you name it. So my theory there is nature abhors a vacuum. So if we create a vacuum of space here in the public access studio, and if it's empty, it will get filled. If we don't create the space, nothing can get in. So right now, we're opening up the space, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12 to whenever, 12 to 1, okay, 12 to 1. And we want your ideas. I have a ton of ideas, okay. So here's some ideas. The nursery hour. And I was talking to a fellow who owns a nursery this morning. And I thought, well, that's great. We could have people come on, talk about plants. There's many nurseries. And then, of course, we could have children's stories. So we could have the nursery hour of children's stories and plants combined. That would be cute. Huh? Right. Nature abhors a vacuum. Yes. And then, of course, the cute little joke there is, what's wrong with a vacuum? Well, I see many vacuums on the side of the road. And usually they're just plugged up with debris that hasn't been cleaned. I will take these vacuums, I'll take them home, I'll clean them up, and they work. I had an obsession of collecting vacuums for quite a while. I've pretty much freed myself of that obsession, but if you have a vacuum that's not working, bring it in here, we'll fix it if we can. But the point being, that's not the vacuum we're talking about. We're going to open up a space. You come in. If you don't come in, you'll have to keep listening to what I'm filling it with. And however, we will also be going out around the town. This weekend, we're going to record Peter Pan, so we'll be showing you that on Channel 98. Next Tuesday, we're going to be recording a stormproofing session at the library. And you can also go and attend it live. Tuesday the 14th, 6:30 p.m., held by the Cooperative Extension Service of New Hampshire. Stormproofing your property. The effects of wind, ice, and snow on trees, people, and property. This next Tuesday, January 14th, 6:30 p.m. on the ground floor at the Exeter Public Library. We will be recording that. Public Access 98 in Exeter will record that. We'll broadcast it, rebroadcast it on this channel. if you can't make it to it. Get out there, though, and watch it live, and I'm sure they'll have cookies and drinks for you. So that's an example of, we have this, a show I created. We have shows we're going to show you going around town. We will also be going to nonprofits and recording what they do to show you what's going on in Exeter, what people are doing to help the community of Exeter. We're happy to have you come in. I will interview you. If you want to come in and interview somebody else, I have a friend at the Good Karma Cafe, Ed Doris, who's going to come in and talk about being healthy in the new year. I have a friend, a poet, who I believe will be coming in with a poetry show. And back to some of my ideas this morning. The quotation hour. I myself am a fan of inspirational quotes. Inspiration, motivation. Anyway, my friend in the back room, Doug, has lots of quotes too that help us moving along the path of being courageous, taking a risk. What's that? Show equipment. Thank you. So this is how it's done. Here is a portable camera which you can borrow with a wonderful tripod. You come in here, you ask to sign out the equipment. You must be a resident of Exeter. This is paid for by Exeter Comcast subscribers. And or you get someone from Exeter to sponsor you to borrow the equipment to create your show. You can't just borrow the equipment to create a show to then show on YouTube. You have to borrow the equipment to show your program on our channel 98. However, that doesn't mean then you can't also show it on YouTube. Also, you can't borrow the equipment just to record your daughter's wedding. The equipment is to be borrowed to create programming for public access. So, okay, tripod. We'll show you how to use it. Camera. We'll show you how to use it. This cute little furry device. This is a shotgun microphone. It can both be a shotgun and a wide-angle microphone. It's got a little switch on the back. You switch from shotgun or 90 degrees or 120 degrees. So you either get a shot if you want to get straight to the speaker who's speaking right in front of you. You put it on shotgun, it'll directly in. You want 90 degrees, you want to open it up so you get all the sound in this 90 degree radius, or 120 degrees, you can get it at an even wider angle. Generally, if you're trying to get a speaker, you want to go straight in so you don't pick up all that extraneous sound. One of my goals is to make this a traveling camera where we attach the camera directly to our equipment inside the studio, called a TriCaster. So then I can get up and walk around and show you things in the studio with the camera. Right now, I will walk over to one of the cameras, because that is what we would have to do now, and I'll point out with the camera some of the things we have in the studio. Walking to the camera. Okay, here I am behind camera number whatever, and here is a view of the studio inside. Those are the other two cameras. Behind those windows is the control room. In the control room, we can't see it, is the director of this program who's telling me things, and if I move a little closer, I can hear what he's saying. Actually, I could put on the headset and hear what he's saying, because he has a lot of great suggestions trying to guide me through this. One of the goals here is, once again, Planet Fitness, no judgment zone, just do it. What we're trying to do here is just do it, get something started, get you involved. So there are the cameras Behind there is the control room. This is going to be an interesting shot. There's a monitor. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Whoa. Yes, what I'm doing is taking a picture of the, sort of like looking in a mirror, where it's, so there's our little set there. See, we've set up a little set scene here. Call in. Don't forget, we're live. There's the phone we want you to call in on. If that phone rings, I will go answer it. 583-5398, call now, we're live. We're not sure how many people are watching this, but my goal is that people will be tuning in all over the world to watch this on the internet, because this program will be awesome. Whoops, I know I probably spoke too loud. Okay, so here's the other scene. This is the couch scene. I think what I'd like to cut to now is, could we cut back to the couch and the virtual set with camera 3. I will get back on the couch, and I'd like you to, I know you might not want to do this, but can you change the virtual set so we can talk about what you see in back of us. So I'm going to, yeah, there it is. Okay, that's great. So this guy, it's like this guy. Where did he come from? So now you can see how they do the weather map. In other words, we will be able to put a virtual picture on the background, and as I walk around, this is going to look a little odd. Well, one, as I walk forward, you can see I'm in the studio. As I walk back, here I am, and what is actually back here, which I'm touching, is a blue curtain. Yeah, it's okay. There you go. Yeah, there's the blue curtain. So we're able to project through what they call a virtual set, a number of different. And can you just put up other pictures, or do we not have those pictures to show them? Yeah, okay. But we will have a series on virtual sets showing you how cool that is. So let's cut back to the phone line. Call in live 98, where we make it easy for you. Here's our slogan. We do have a slogan here. I just came up with it. Where is it? Easy 98, where we make it easy for you. Easy 98, the Exeter zone. Easy 98, the Exeter zone. So why don't we cut to the TED Talk now? Before you cut to it, I'm going to tell them ahead of time what the key is. One, we're trying to create something here. I believe, is that on? Yeah, okay. We're trying to get people involved here. We're trying to create something, okay? So I have started something. The TED Talk, How to Start a Movement, is going to show you how the ball gets rolling. And it says the first follower is what transforms a lone nut, that would be me, into a leader. The first follower is what transforms a lone nut into a leader. And as more people join in, it's less risky. So right now, you're at home watching this and thinking, or maybe no one's watching it in reality, but maybe Andy's watching it. And if so, hi, Andy. Shout out to Andy. So let's cut to the TED Talk, How to Start a Movement, and we'll go from there. Working well. We will cut it, and we will fix the problem and get back to you, and we'll show it another time. That's an example, though, of we need to figure out the problem and fix it. Point being, I think the point here, one of our goals here is to try to encourage you, if you're watching this, to take your ideas, start with something, as we're doing here. Start with something, just do it. That's why we love the Planet Fitness and the Nike mottos. No judgment zone, just do it. We're here to encourage you. Come in, and if you say, hey, I want to do whatever, just come in here and do it, and we will help you do it. You don't need to know anything about cameras. You don't need to know anything about equipment. You just have to have an idea. Come in. We have a TV studio located on 1 Blue Hawk Drive at Exeter High School in room A203. Here's a cute little quote I came up with. If you want to get involved on the bottom floor of what we're doing, come here to the second floor, A203 at Exeter High School. And now I'm going to do what I've always wanted to do, like they do on late night TV. I always thought that was kind of cool, and now I know why they do it, because they write all these notes down of what they're doing, and then when they think it's not such a great joke, they just wing it. Want to be like God? You want to be like God, the Creator? Come on down. Create on Live 98, the Exeter Zone. Leave your comfort zone for the Exeter Zone. Isn't that good? We want to fill this space with alternative programming. In other words, I sit at home. I have limited cable. I have Comcast Basic. I don't have a lot of choice. I have network channels. I have shopping channels, and I have a few Spanish channels. I don't know Spanish, so those are fun to occasionally watch, but I don't spend a lot of time with them. Maybe if I had the 800 channel package, I would always find something I wanted to watch. But the reality is, most of the time, I don't find stuff I want to watch. And I'm looking to create programming here where people say it's an alternative. And it's like they say, you know what? That is worth watching. Because a lot of the stuff, it's like, no, I don't want to waste my time with this. And then, you got to watch ads, and you got to do this, do that. And so we would like to create one. We want to encourage you, come down, create whatever you want. It's wide open. 2, come down and talk about your business, yourself. In public access, it's non-commercial. There's such a thing as what they call call to action. In other words, you can talk about your business. You can't do a call to action, meaning you can't say, come on down and buy my product. Come on down and do this. You can't say, call to action is the phrase. What you can do is just come in and talk about what you do, and talk about why it helps people, why people might be interested, and just leave the inference that I think I'll call the guy and come, see what the person's doing. Okay, DVDs. We can teach you how to burn DVDs. That's not such an easy process, I'm sure you know. Working with computers, we can teach you. We're not going to necessarily, teach you. We're going to teach you what we know to help you make programming for this channel. That's what it's about, frankly. It's about Channel 98, Easy 98, the Exeter Zone. This program is called Live 98. And so, DVDs, yes. My recommendation, always buy DVD minus R. There's a DVD plus R. It seems like the minus R's work better. I could give you details on the difference between minus R, plus R. It has to do with proprietary equipment, companies, this and that, but the minus R's are the ones. So if you're just hearing that off the top of your head, that's a good tip. If I'm wrong, call in, let me know. I could be wrong about many things and often am. 583-5398. Call, get involved, say, I realize you don't want to call here. It's like, who's this guy? Right, I'm going to call him, but it would be kind of fun to call, and in fact, I'll show you how it works. Okay? And my friend in the back room says that actually tweeting is the way to go. That, and you and I know people don't talk on the phones anymore unless they're my age. The number here is 583-5398. So let's see what happens. It says I'm calling the TV station. So if in fact, oh, there's our first call. You know what that means, don't you? I get the coffee mug. Hello? Hello? Yep, I'm talking to myself. Okay, so the phone line does work. Call in, get involved. You don't have to call while we're on the air. Call at any time. This is a TV studio, and we realize, okay, in this day and age, you got the internet, you got computers, it's like channel 98. It's like, well, what's 98? One, you can only see it in Exeter. Two, you have to be a Comcast subscriber, okay? So it's like, I want to make a video. Why do I want to show it on 98? It's like, I want a bigger audience. I'm going to upload my video to YouTube. I'm going to tweet everyone, direct them to YouTube. This is true. What we provide for you here is fancy schmancy equipment. A lot of money went into this equipment, so we can help you make a quality video. We can help you make your video. I mean, that's the whole point. And then you can still distribute it on YouTube to the universe, and it will show on 98. I think that's one of the points about public access TV. People say it's not, you know, it's no longer relevant. Yes, relevant. And we in public access understand that, but that's where we become then a media center, meaning we're a place where we can teach you, where you can learn, where you can borrow equipment, make your videos, put them on YouTube, put them on 98. There are people at home in Exeter watching 98 who probably don't even have a computer, don't know how to watch these things on YouTube. You know, you get up there in age, some people are very sophisticated, some aren't. They're lying there watching 98 occasionally. Most of the time it's like, it's a bulletin board. Occasionally you see this, you see that. You see stuff we've downloaded from the internet, from other public access channels. We are going to create programming here relevant to Exeter, created by you, created by us. So you start tuning to 98 now. More often, you're going to see things you want. We're going to promote 98. We're going to let you know what's on, when it's on, so you have a better idea of what's really going on. It's really about communication, promotion. Any suggestions there from the back room? What's that? End with the couch. End with the couch. We tried to do the TED Talk, Easy 98, where we make your dreams come true. So what am I going to end with on the couch? Am I ending? Live 98, the Exeter Zone. Call now, 583-5398, and we'll help you make your dreams come true on Easy 98. Yes, we make it easy for you, the Exeter Zone. Are we done? $12.41. Are we done? No, we're not done, are we? You're goofing on me. Bye.